Hi there, Leo. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Welcome to another reading. We'll be focusing on unspoken feelings between you and the person you're thinking about for this reading. So what's really in your person's heart when it comes to you and the connection. These are the 3 decks I'll be pulling cards from. The Twin Flame Journey Oracle by Mystic Moon. Unspoken Messages. This is Volume 2 by Fire Witch Tarot, and then I'll go ahead and clarify with my 10 Yellow Tarot deck. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. All right, guys, so let's take a look and see what is it that you need to know here, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could, of course, be cross-watching for a Leo. So what's the surrounding energies when it comes to this connection? Those unspoken feelings. All right, what do we need to know here? Destruction. Okay, so whenever I see this, it reminds me of a tower moment. Okay, the foundation was destroyed, whatever it was that you guys had created initially. And we see a barrier here. Okay, so this could be some sort of blockage, Leo, when it comes to this connection, and certainly a blockage in communication. You know, unspoken feelings, they haven't had a chance to talk to you. Maybe you've blocked this person. Maybe you don't want to talk to them. We've got somebody going through a dark night of the soul experience. And then we have commitment. So somebody could have had commitment issues here. That could be why the barrier is there, you know. So you might have actually distanced yourself from this person because they had commitment issues. And so now that you guys are more than likely apart and you're not together, they could be going through a really rough time with this. They're struggling through it. So let's grab those words, those unspoken messages. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. So what do they need to say? What is it that they need to get off their chest at this point in time? So focus on the person, of course, that you're thinking about, and let's see what it is that they want to say to you. For Leo. I catch myself responding to your telepathic messages. So if you find yourself, you know, thinking about this person too, there's definitely communication going on, maybe in the 5D, the telepathic messages that are referred to here. But as far as communication in the 3D world, that might be a whole different energy. Wow, let's grab another message. Unspoken feelings. So they might not be talking to you in the 3D, but telepathically they are. Maybe you already know this. I've had premonitions of our past lives together. Okay, so if they're having these types of premonitions, maybe you are as well. They could be very intuitive. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out a little bit more about this. And if you guys really had this past life connection, maybe the very first time you saw each other, it was as if you had met before, and more than likely you have in another life. There's that sense of familiarity with that. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, focused on Leo. All right, what do we need to know here? 6 of Swords. Okay. I'm kind of feeling here, Leo, that you are in separation from this person because you distanced yourself from them. It, again, might have something to do with the fact that they weren't fully committed to the partnership. Maybe they felt connected to somebody else and either left the relationship to pursue that, or they could have, I don't know if this was a third party, but I'm just feeling this scattered type of energy from this individual. So you might have actually closed the door on this connection because they didn't know what they wanted, or you found out perhaps that they were talking to somebody else. We've got the 5 of Wands here, and then we have the 2 of Swords. So it kind of explains that there's a real tense energy that's presenting itself here, and more than likely why this destruction tower moment type vibe is coming through. It's telling us clearly we have a stalemate, why things are stuck. It's got something to do with this obstruction right here, whatever that barrier represents for the two of you, Leo. It may not be moving right now, but there's somebody here who's clearly focused on the potential to maybe get things moving towards a reconciliation. They still feel the potential and the connection here. So the thing is, do you feel the potential as well? I'm kind of getting, when it comes to this individual, they, regardless of a tower moment, regardless of things not really moving right now, or any of the tense conversations you guys might have had, they still feel the spark when they think about you. The spark is still here for them. All right, what else for this connection? Look at this, guys. Look, there it is. Okay. So catastrophe, destruction, chaos, not a nice feeling. Not at all. So it is reiterating the fact that you guys had this type of experience. I'm kind of getting, you know, it could have been like a really intense conversation the last time you guys spoke. You know, I mean intense. Like you guys were practically in each other's face just trying to get your point across. Raised voices, you know, pretty bad argument, I feel, for some of you. We've got the Queen of Swords here. So Divine Feminine, you know, you really might have lost your temper. Maybe you really let your masculine have it. There could have been third parties or a love triangle, and you put your foot down, you know, as the Queen of Swords. No wonder we've got that barrier here, because you weren't going to settle for being treated like you were second in line for this person's heart, you know. What I can tell you, though, whoever went through this dark night of the soul or is still going through it, part of that journey, part of that healing has allowed them to realize the mistakes that they have made. And so they really are regretting the fact that they didn't give their all into this partnership. Part of the reason for that is because they were probably interacting with other people at the time that you guys were together. So Divine Feminine, if this makes sense for you, that's probably why you distance yourself from this person, because they weren't just focusing on the two of you, you know, so they could have been with you while they were thinking about somebody else, and it was just complicated. And so this was a very painful situation. Yeah. So I'm kind of feeling, especially for my feminines, that you definitely have your guard up. You're not sure if you would be open to seeing this person again. You think about them, though, I feel that. But there are moments when you're just not sure whether or not you would accept them back in. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, but that is followed by the Seven of Swords. So I'm kind of feeling here that there was a moment in time, you know, despite what you guys have been through, there was an opportunity to move on from that and to actually maybe potentially work things out, but then something might have repeated itself. So I'm kind of getting for scenarios where you guys might have caught your person cheating on you, and maybe you were able to forgive that one time, and then you found out that it happened again. And so especially my feminines, that was it. You know, we didn't even wait for the 3 strikes, you're out. It was more like 2 strikes, you're out. But for some of you guys, it was just 1 strike, you're out. I'm not going to put up with that. The World. So yeah, whatever this destruction represents, whatever that cycle represents, that's done. That door is closed. It's locked. Threw away the key, you know. But if this person wants to return and try to either fix things between the two of you, try to talk to you, try to reconcile, I feel it's going to be a bit of a challenge for them to try to convince you that it's worth giving it a second shot. But I'm telling you, Leo, I wouldn't be surprised if this person reached out or you guys ran across each other. and they know what they did, they know what they said, they know how they hurt you. So you might have an apology coming your way from this individual, but we are focused on unspoken feelings. So I'm kind of getting that even if they get that chance, they still won't tell you everything that is in their heart. You know, they might actually want to try to fix things and get back together, but they might not actually say that. So they might stop at the apology and kind of end things there and still walk away with those unspoken feelings. That's kind of what I'm getting for this one. So if it happens to occur in the way that it's coming through in this reading, you know, it's totally up to you, of course, how you contribute to that conversation. But I'm just feeling here it's somebody that has a lot to say, but they're still going to hold back as far as really exposing everything that they've got in their heart space, which is too bad, honestly, because I feel that that could be the very thing that might just soften your heart to allow them back in, you know. So there's a lot riding on that conversation. All right, so I'll leave that there. If you are interested in your own reading, Leo, that info is down below in the description box, and I will, of course, link the decks you see here. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.